Hey guys, my name's Kelsey Fox. I'm the wellness coordinator for the Nursing Homes Without Walls in the Nashwaak rural community. You guys have been requesting that I make some videos so you can follow along our classes at home. Normally I do some group classes on Friday mornings, but I wanted to start making these videos for you. So I've taken this intro 100 times over, so I'm just gonna get right into it and let's have some fun.
All right, so as for the class format, it's going to be broken into 5 sections. We're going to start with a dynamic warm-up to prepare our bodies for movement. Then we're going to go into an upper body, a core, and a lower body circuit, and then finish with a static cool down. Okay guys, so same format as always, 30 seconds on and 30 seconds off, starting with some lateral neck bends. So each video I'll give you a demonstration of what to do. Just follow along in the screen. You just need yourself for now. We'll get the resistance bands later. And here we go, 30 seconds on the clock. We're doing those lateral neck bends. So lowering your ear to your shoulder and then doing the same on the other side. So as we age, our necks get really, really stiff. We can lose some of that flexibility. So this movement is going to help combat that, as well as prepare that upper body for the movements that we're going to be doing later on in this video. And just like that, we're all done with that first movement. So take this 30 seconds for rest. I just have a little video on the screen showing you what we'll be doing next. So we're going into a neck flexion extension movement by lowering your chin to your chest and then raising your head upward to look at the ceiling, just in a comfortable range of motion for you. Okay guys, rest is up. Let's move into that second movement of our warm-up. So we're doing some flexion extension movements with our neck. This is one of our neck's many functions. So this is going to help you maintain that flexibility in your neck, maintain that range of motion. A lot of times when we age, that's something we start to lose, and just kind of loosen up that stiffness from the day, or even just from sleeping. Overnight, sometimes we're sleeping on our neck all kinds of weird ways. So this is going to help you get back into a range of motion that's comfortable for you. And just like in class, I taught that entire 30-second set. So now we're going to be taking a rest. Take that 30 seconds, grab a drink if you need it. We're going to move into shoulder rolls. We're going to start by rolling our shoulders backwards. This is going to help correct that posture. Our slouched shoulders are going to be forced to be pulled back, and we're going to do this in a range of motion that is comfortable and doesn't induce any pain. So let's do it. 30 seconds on the clock. You're standing up straight. You're rolling your shoulders backwards, correcting that posture. It's also going to help reduce some tension that you're going to get through sitting all day, or even when you're driving for a long period of time, you're holding onto that steering wheel. I know my truck drivers are going to relate to that. You want to pull those shoulders back. I know we have lots of people in the class that did a lot of different careers that involved driving. So let's get those shoulders all loosened up. And rest. We're done with that backwards movement. Now we're going to go forwards with our shoulders. We don't want to have any asymmetries in our muscles, so we want to loosen ourselves up on either side. So since we went back, we gotta go forward. So you're just going to take those shoulders, pull them up towards your ears, and then drop them down in front of you instead of pulling them back. All right, rest is up. Let's pull those shoulders forwards. So this is also going to help improve posture and reduce that tension, just like stated before. But since we went back, we also got to go forward. So let's do it for the next 20 seconds. All right, that movement is done and dusted. Moving down the body, we've done the neck, we've done the shoulder. Let's now do our torso. So we will be doing a core circuit in this little exercise mobility program. So we're going to loosen up that core. You're going to be planting those hips nice and firm on a seated surface. So grab a chair if you need. A seated surface. In a seating position, guys. I'm sorry. And you're just going to be twisting that torso back and forth. Words are hard sometimes. So let's get right into it. On that seated surface I mentioned, you're going to be sitting down and you're going to be twisting that torso back and forth. This is going to help with turning in everyday movements, reaching, and just overall coordination of the body. So rotate your body really nice and slow and controlled. You don't want to tweak that back, and move through the core. And we're resting. All done with that movement. So we will be remaining seated though, because we're going to go into a seated march to just stretch our hips out. We do this a lot in class. It's also just a really good accessible abdominal workout too. So if you can't really do anything standing as much, this is a good one to work that core. So we're going to get into this after the 10 seconds left of rest. Grab some water, but resume to a seated position, please. And we're marching. So lift one knee at a time as if you're marching, just like said on the screen. Get that knee nice and high up. Really stay nice and controlled though throughout your core. You want to keep that spine nice and straight. This is going to activate your hips and support with walking, strength, and balance. So this is a really good movement. It's also just good for coordination. Make sure that you're putting that foot back down nice and flat. And again, keep that spine nice and straight. We don't want to tweak anyone's back. And we're going right into rest. So as per usual, I talk for 30 seconds straight. I could talk for 30 minutes straight. So now we're going to be taking 30 seconds off. And then we're again going to be remaining seated because we're going to go into a heel toe rock. This is just going to help stretch our ankles out, get that ankle mobility nice and mobile. We're going to keep our ankles nice and mobile. 5 seconds left, guys. All right, rest is up. Let's go. So as stated geniusly before, we're going to work on that ankle mobility. So this is going to improve your ankle mobility and help with smoother walking. So if you're getting those cracks when you're doing this, don't worry about it. My ankles crack all the time. Just if it's painful, don't continue doing it. So just move within your range of motion and lift your heels and then lift your toes. 5 seconds left. And we're already done the warm-up. So we're moving into circuit 1, which is our upper body. We're going to start with banded pull-aparts. So we're going to stand up nice and tall or remain seated if it's more comfortable. Hold the band in front of you and pull it apart. I'm about to show you in the video, so no worries, but we're starting now. So start doing those banded pull-aparts. Pull the band apart at about chest height. This is going to strengthen your back and improve posture. So it's really important to stand up nice and straight or sit up nice and straight to work on that posture. So you're squeezing those shoulder blades together, keeping a little bit of a bend in those elbows so you're not locking out those arms and hurting yourself, but you don't want to be bending it too much so you're not getting a good enough stretch. 5 seconds left. So that's our first movement, out of sight, out of mind, but we'll be keeping our resistance band throughout this whole circuit. We're moving on to a chest press. So take this 30 seconds of rest and grab a drink of water. Catch your breath. We will be moving into this movement here displayed on the screen. So you can do this either standing or seated. I'm doing it on the floor. So you got 10 seconds left of rest, but get that band situated behind your back before we start this next movement. And let's go. Let's get into that chest press. So you're going to chest press forward against the band to build pushing strength. So think about it. You fall. You need to get back up. This is a great movement. It's going to keep that strength. It's going to be able to get you up off the floor. It's going to be able to allow you to open doors. It's going to be able to do a lot of things that you take for granted sometimes. This is going to maintain that strength to be able to do them. You got 3 seconds left. And you're done. Keep that band, but take this rest. You get 30 seconds to grab a drink of water, do whatever you need to do. You could even pause the video and come back to it. But since we pushed with that chest press, then now of course we have to pull. So again, we always want to be symmetrical. So we worked on our chest, now we're going to work on our back. So if you're pushing a door open, this is going to allow you to continue to pull the doors open, to lift your groceries up off the floor, and not to tweak your back when you do so. So let's get right into it. Get that band underneath your feet and then pull the band towards your body. This is going to strengthen your back, and it's also going to help with posture as well. So it's not just a lifting movement, but it's really super, super, super functional. I love this movement. I do it with barbells at the gym. You can do it with dumbbells as well. So it's a great movement. And so you're all done with that one. Banded rows are out of the way, chest presses are out of the way. This is one of the movements we haven't done yet in class, I don't believe, but I'm going to be doing a front arm raise. So you're just taking that band and positioning it under your feet, almost like you were when you did the banded row, and you're raising your arms nice and straight in front of you. So this is going to work that anterior deltoid, so that front shoulder, and it's going to keep that nice and strong. This is an area that can get hurt really easily though, so pay close attention to how you're feeling. But let's get into this. If your shoulders are a bit sensitive, listen to your body. You could even put the band under just one foot to make it longer on one side. Then you can just lift with one arm so there's not as much resistance. But with the two hands, you're going to be lifting your arms forward with control to improve that reaching strength. Okay, friends, as per usual, you guys are absolute superstars and we're already done circuit 1. So moving on to circuit 2, which is a core circuit, we're going to start with a torso twist. So just grab your band and we're going to be seated. So get into a seating position. And we're going to be holding that band out in front of us, giving it a little bit of tension by spreading it apart in front of our bodies. And we're going to rotate our torso slowly from side to side. Sorry. This is going to improve your spinal mobility. It's also going to strengthen those muscles that surround your spine. So this is really, really going to help with a lot of everyday tasks, as you could imagine. And it's going to help with balance as well. So the core is really important for balance. And you got 2 seconds left of this, guy. And we're done. So moving on to the next core movement. This is called a Pallof press. I really love this movement. You are going to be taking rest right now, but I'm just giving you a little explanation. So we're putting the band underneath of our left foot, and then we're going to hold it out straight in front of us, bring it back to our body, and then press it away from us. So take the next 10 seconds of rest, but then get ready to get up and put that band under your left foot. Okay guys, ain't no rest for the wicked. Let's get going. We're doing that left side Pallof press. So you're putting that band under your left foot, pushing it out away from your body, and then you're going to resist that rotation. So the band's going to want to pull you to the left. You're going to stay strong throughout that core and stay nice and sturdy. So this is really helpful. For a lot of times we get pushed off center. So if we get pushed off, then our core is going to be able to bring us back to center, resisting a fall. And you're all done that left side. So this is a new movement. Take this rest to kind of figure out what you're doing for the other side. So all we're doing is just switching to the right. So whereas before we put that band underneath of our left foot and we resisted the urge to kind of bend to the left, we're going to put the band under our right foot and resist that urge to bend to the right. So take the last 10 seconds of rest, and then we're going to be doing that on the other side. All right, let's get moving and grooving. You're putting that band under the right foot, like you can see from this side view here. And same as before, you're just pressing that out to strengthen. I can't today. To strengthen your core stability. 15 seconds left. You're halfway through the movement, guys. All right, and you're all done with that guy. We're moving on to some side crunches. So take this 30 seconds of rest, grab a drink of water, but you're just going to be placing that band under your left foot, just like in the Pallof presses, but you're going to be crunching to the side. So you're just kind of leaning towards that band and then really using your core to straighten back up. So this is going to help with that side core strength, and it's also going to help with balance. It's going to help us so much, guys. It's such a great movement. So let's get into it, okay? I hope you guys are doing better than I am today. So you're just going to put that band under that left side, bend to the side nice and gently, and then straighten back up to improve that balance and side strength. Okay guys, 3 seconds left. Let's get one more rep in there and then we're into the rest portion. Oh, we're not going over time. We're going to the rest portion. So this is just showing you take that 30 seconds, but you can do this seated. So this is an accessible movement. So if you choose to do it seated, it's the exact same movement. You're moving through the side of your body, but you're just gonna do it with your hips nice and flat on the surface that you're sitting on, and you want your feet nice and flat as well, so you're not putting any extra bend in any side of your body. You're not off center at all. You're nice and firm. So let's do it. If you choose to do it seated, then I have a video there for you. If you choose to do it standing, then let's just do that right side. Okay guys, we have less than 5 seconds left and then we're done with our core circuit. So if you hated it, we're all done. We're moving on to our lower body circuit. So we're doing a leg extension. We're going to be seated. So take a seat, keep that resistance band near, and you're just going to loop it underneath of your left foot. So I'll give you a visual here and let's get right into it. So you're taking that band, putting it under your left foot, holding it with your left hand and holding it to that left side. You're then going to extend your left leg with control to strengthen your knees. This is going to support walking. It's going to also help you get up and out of your chair. So it's keeping that quad strength. So your thighs, they're going to keep them nice and strong so you're able to get up and out of your chair. And just like the last time, we're going over. I really want to work you guys extra hard, but we're actually resting now. So let's rest. You got 30 seconds on the clock for rest. You're just going to switch sides. So prepare your body for that. Take a drink of water, have a breath, but you're just going to loop that band underneath of your right foot, and we're going to be doing leg extensions on our right side. 10 seconds left of our rest. Okay, you strong individuals, moving on to that right side. So same. We're just putting that band underneath of our right foot and we're going to extend that leg outwards to strengthen your knees. So two functions of our knees are flexion and extension. So we're flexing our knee when we're bending it and then we're extending it when we're straightening it out. A great way to work muscles is to add resistance when just doing their natural functions. So that's what we're doing here. And we're all done with that. So take the 30 seconds rest. You guys made fun of me so much when I made you do this in class. So don't come at me right now. I'm not going to hear you anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm getting you to do hip abductions again. This is going to strengthen your side glutes. You're wrapping that band under your legs and you're just opening and closing those thighs. So this is going to strengthen that outside of your leg. So that side glute helps a lot with balance and it helps. I'm going to make you do it. Even if it looks weird, it helps. So we're going into that now. Your rest is up. So let's get going. You're going to open your knees against that resistance. It's going to help improve balance and hip strength. Okay, you have less than 5 seconds left of this movement, so get 1 or 2 reps in, and then we have our rest. So the next, you guys, you're going to laugh. Go figure, I'm getting you to do a sit to stand. How much do I talk about sit to stands? I love this movement. It's so important. It's so functional. You want to get up and out of your chair to do anything. You have to be able to stand from a seated position. So unlike other weeks, we're adding resistance. So we were just doing the movement. Now we're going to put that band under our feet. So after this rest is up, we're starting. So take the band, put it under your feet, Give some resistance with your hands on the sides, and then slow and controlled lower down to that seat behind you, and then stand up. So I have another little picture of me in the bottom corner that doesn't have the background of me doing it without the resistance band. So this is what we have been doing in class. So if you want to add a progression, add the resistance band, but if just doing the sit stands enough, stick with that. And of course, we're ending with that one. So we're moving on to our cool down. So get seated. I'm going to add some calm music, and we're going to move into our cool down portion of the program. Okay, so cool down, very important to just get our breath back to normal, our heart rate back to normal. I'm going to try and talk nice and calmly. So you're just going to do a neck hold. So just lower that left ear to your left shoulder and hold to feel a stretch in the side of your neck. You can add your hand there for a little bit of an extra pull, or you can just do it at a little bit of a less flexed position. And we're just going to roll straight through with these guys since it's more of a static hold. We're not going to have a rest in between. So we're just moving to that right side. So tilt your right ear to your right shoulder. And then again, you're going to hold this to feel a stretch in the side of your neck. Okay, moving on to our chest stretch. So here we're just going to lock our hands underneath of our chair, and then we're going to lift our chest up to the sky, and you're going to hold this stretch here. So again, remember to be breathing. You want to inhale and exhale, and you want to be resuming that breath to normal and lowering that heart rate so we can safely resume to the rest of our day after exercise. Okay, so you're done with that chest stretch. Now you're going to go on to this shoulder stretch. So you're going to be crossing that left shoulder in front of you and support it with the other. And then you're going to hold this stretch. If this causes you pain, then don't pull that shoulder all the way across. You can even just cross both your arms in front of you, almost like you're giving yourself a hug. This is good, still going to give you a little bit of a mild stretch in the shoulder, but it's hopefully not going to be painful because that's not what we're going for. And now we're just going to swap sides. So take that right shoulder and cross it over your body. If you were doing the alternative where you just cross both hands across your chest, then just switch which hand is on top to get that stretch on either side of your shoulder. So we did lots of core work today. So we just want to stretch that core back out. And this is also going to stretch our lower back. So we're just going to do a torso twist and hold. So you're going to twist the center of your body to the left and hold to stretch out our core that we worked earlier on. So keep that chest nice and high and breathe. And then from here, we're just going to switch sides. So we did our left, now we're going to do our right. So the exact same thing, but twisting our body to the right of us. And finally, we're just going to stretch our legs out. So we're going to stretch those hamstrings. That's the backs of our legs. So you're going to place your left leg out straight in front of you and point your toe up. This is going to stretch the back of your leg, and it's also going to help with that ankle as well. So it's multi-purpose little stretch. You can either lean forward like I am here, or you can just hinge at your hips. You don't need to reach with your arm. Whatever's comfortable for you. And you have less than 5 seconds left of this stretch. And now that this one's over, we're going to do the same thing on the right side. So this is me just hinging like I'd mentioned, or you'll also see me reach down. You can also reach if you feel like you need a little bit of a deeper stretch, and hold this for the remainder of the 30 seconds. And with less than 5 seconds left, that's it for us, guys. So thank you so much for holding on through technical difficulties and me figuring this out. And thanks for tuning in.